But the way things are going this year, I'm surprised it's not raining right here in the studio. Hi, I'm Amber Wilson, and this is the BF Goodrich NASCAR Report. Rain completely washed out Sunday's race in Dover, and when the green flag finally appeared on Monday, Martin Truex Jr. ended a 5-race win streak by Hendrick Motorsports. He led 216 of the 400 laps in the car of tomorrow, the first time this season that Hendrick Motorsports team failed to capture a checkered flag in a COT race. So Martin Truex Jr. is the first to victory lane from DEI in 2007, not the much talked about Dale Earnhardt Jr., and if you take a look at the standings, it's Truex who looks to be in better shape right now to qualify for the chase for the championship. He's only 8 points behind 12th place Mark Martin, who's working on an abbreviated schedule this season. Junior's in 15th place and only 31 points out right now. There's a lot of racing left to go before the cutoff for the chase, so we'll see how everything shapes up. Truex's win in Dover was overshadowed by the passing of former NASCAR chairman Bill France Jr. He had battled cancer since 1999 and died at home Monday in Daytona Beach. France oversaw a huge transformation of NASCAR, which included the signing of a $1 billion television contract and the building of the Daytona International Speedway. And we bring in our own NASCAR expert, Pete Pistone, to the program. And Pete, what is Bill France's legacy? What should we remember most about him?
Well, Amber, I think Bill France will be remembered as the man who really brought NASCAR to the next level. When he took over in 1972 from his father, Bill Sr., as president, he was the guy instrumental, I think, in bringing corporate America to the sport. R.J. Reynolds for a 33-year sponsorship and all the Fortune 500 companies that we see in NASCAR today. Television contracts, bringing it to millions of homes across the country, and also bringing the sport to some bigger markets like Chicago and Los Angeles and Dallas and Miami. He really, I think, was responsible for making the sport as popular as it is today and really making it the #1 motorsports series in this country.
Okay, and back to the track now. A lot's been made about Junior's departure from DEI and for which team he'll race in 2008. But what about DEI? Are they in good hands with Truex and whoever gets to replace Junior?
Yeah, I think Martin Truex Jr.'s win was a statement for him and for DEI, saying that, Junior's leaving us, but we're going to be in good shape. And Truex Jr. is going to have to take a leadership role there. They'll bring in some other drivers, and right now a name we keep hearing is Greg Biffle. Very unhappy at Roush Fenway right now. He might wind up over at DEI and be a teammate with Martin Truex Jr., but I think they're still going to be in pretty good shape. It'll be a matter of bringing in some sponsors and having the resources necessary to compete with the Hendricks and the Gibbs and the Richard Childress Racing teams. But right now, DEI's future on the strength of that win, not as bleak as many thought.
Okay, and what's the latest on Junior? Is he going to race for Joe Gibbs next year, Pete?
Well, I think Gibbs is still in the mix, although it was announced this week. There was a report last week that it was a done deal and that he was going to go with Visa sponsorship. That's not going to happen. He still could wind up there. I still believe that Richard Childress Racing is going to be in the mix. Richard Childress has been very quiet during this whole negotiation process. And Ginn Racing, again, with Mark Martin there, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would have a mentor that he has really never had before since his father passed away. I think that's very much something that Junior's looking at, and I would say right now it's Ginn Racing and Richard Childress Racing as the two favorites of where Junior will wind up in 08.
All right, and Pocono's on Sunday. Who do you like there, Pete?
Well, Pocono is really a tricky racetrack. It's a triangle. It's 2.5 miles, so it's very big. And you remember last year, Denny Hamlin won both races there. He had never seen Pocono before outside of playing it on his Xbox. But you know what? He's got an Xbox 360 now, so I think he's going to be really good there this year. Carl Edwards is also going to be good. He's starting to come around, and he has won before at Pocono. And again, I can't go without mentioning the Hendrick guys, 1-2 in the point standings. Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, I think they'll also be in the mix come Sunday.
All right, thanks, Pete, as always, and we look forward to hearing from you from Pocono this weekend. To all you race fans out there, don't forget to come back next week when we take a look at Michigan. But for now, if you missed anything today on the BF Goodrich NASCAR Report, stop, refresh, and rewatch. I'm Amber Wilson.